So in this LeetCode problem, we have cells in range of an Excel sheet. Let's quickly jump to the example. So they say that if you have K1, L2, then you need to print K1, K2, because it's starting from 1 up to 2, and then L1, and then L2. So basically, we took the same column, iterated all the rows, and then take the next column and iterate all the rows. So because let's start solving it. Because the column stays, this means that the column is going to be on the outer loop, and then we'll iterate the rows. So let's do this. So let's have a character which would be the column. We'll start with the first column, and then as long as the character is less or equal than call2, note that we can compare characters in Java as numbers. And then character plus plus. And what would be this character, you ask? So this is a great question. So let's tell ourselves what is the first column and the first row. The first column is s.char. This is the string at 0. This is the first column. The last column, because you see, they give us the string. So this is the first column at 0. The second column is 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the second column s.char at 3, right? Now the rows are numbers. So because the rows are numbers, we are going to use a trick. So int o1 is s.char. It's at charter at index 1. And now we're going to do a great trick. We are going to subtract the ASCII number of character 0. Aha! So this would take the character here, which is 1, but it's still a character. And because we subtract the ASCII character of 0, then we actually get the number 1. Amazing. And the row 2 is s.char at index 4, and again we subtract the ASCII number 0. Now let's have the result. So the result would be a result of a string, let's say, and because we see each item of the result is looks like a string. If it looks like a string, works like a string, then it's a string. So I'll call this result. New array list of the string. Now what's left is to loop it. So now we are looping the columns, right? And on the internal loop, we need to loop the rows. So let's say the first row would be really the first row, right? As long as we didn't reach the last row. As long as we reached it, we can reach it. Then I++. Interesting that we can compare characters and increment them. This is very great. Of course, this won't solve if the character would be KA, 2 characters, but looks like no, this is not the case. Now we add to the result the current characters. So let's add C, which is the column number, plus, let's see, I'm not sure if I can do this, but let's try this. And then we add the row, also as character. Let's see, I'm not sure I can cast like this. Let's see this. Let's run. I think I'm going to, yeah. I'm going to have a problem with this casting. So let me have a look at this. Well, what is the error saying actually? Cannot cast like this. Maybe we will do here. Oh, so maybe what we should actually do is string.value. Yeah, I think I can do value of and then I. And now let's run this again. Okay, so this was accepted. Now let's submit it. Okay, great. Looked like success. The two more important things to take from this presentation is that in Java we can compare characters, just like we can compare numbers. We can even do C++. I mean, take the current character, treat it as an integer, and increment it. We can do a char minus another char. In this case, if our char here was, let's say it was 3, then we subtract the index, the ASCII of 0, and we get the differences, which would be 3. So this was solution to the LeetCode questions of cells in a range on an Excel sheet. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time, guys.